Okay, just a quick video here about how to do the inside reinforced sisal lip. So here's the lid that we finished. Get back a little bit here. There we go. So the lid will fit on like that, loosely, and you do need to put a reinforcement of another sisal, wrap sisal lip underneath here. So this is going to go right here like this, right here at the edge, right where we want it to be so that it'll sit tightly. So what we're going to do is we are going to wrap it from the back. Try to get it so you can see. I'm trying to reach around my little camera I got going on here. And it's going to go around and it's going to come out the front here through a stitch. So that's going to hold that on there now, you see. Now what you need to do is to go through the same stitch around the back of this. Get through there, you. Okay, I'm going to need pliers for this. Pull it from the back, and then it's coming out the back in the same stitch. Now you need to count at least a couple over, because this doesn't have to have the same amount of stitches as the outside here. And every time you punch into the needles, the actual pine needles, it weakens it a little bit, so you want to avoid punching in as much as possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip a couple stitches here. We're going to go over the top just like we did before, through a stitch. Get into a stitch here, right there. Pull it through. Sometimes you've got to use additional tools here. Let me grab this. This is an awl. We want to make sure our stitch is placed exactly where we want it to be. I'm going to move it over a little bit right there. Perfect. Pull it through. Make sure that's staying like that. Again, you're going to go through the same stitch that you came out of. You're going to go through your same stitch. Pull it through. I'm going to skip a couple, just a couple, so that it's kind of lined up nicely. Going to go through a stitch. Make sure you catch a stitch. This doesn't need a tremendous amount of stitches in it either, like the rest of it does, because the purpose of this, make sure it's lined up properly, is to hold the lid. So this is going to get stitched all the way around. It'll get trimmed off to fit perfectly, and then it's going to get sewn back to here. And the purpose again is, so use your imagination, picture that stitched on there. When you set the lid on the top of the basket, it's going to have a solid surface to sit on. Does that make sense? And that is how you attach the reinforced sisal lip. So it's going to look like this when it's done. For those curious, how long does it take to put this on there? About 2 hours. It takes about 2 hours to line it all up and put it on there. Okay, thank you very much.